Hey, Trick Class, let's look at this question from the 8-1 homework set. We're looking at the inverse sine function of the sine function, and we want to know where is it that these undo one another, meaning we put an x in, it goes into sine, that output goes into inverse sine, and we're back to where we started. And the answer here is negative pi over 2 to positive pi over 2, because that is where inverse sine is defined. If we go outside of that range, if we pick an angle that's not in this, so in the way that this is notated, this is the input here is the angle. If we take the sine of this angle, you remember the sine of the angle is the y coordinate, so I would get that value out, the height off the x-axis of this point. So it's basically returning that height, but inverse sine cannot return that angle. That angle is bigger than pi over 2. It's obtuse. So what inverse sine returns is the angle. If I were to pass through that same point and go into this region where inverse sine is defined, inverse sine will come up with this angle. I'll put like a little x star that has the exact same y coordinate, but is in this range of values that inverse sine can output. So you have to understand that inverse sine is an angle. It outputs an angle. It's the angle that makes sine take on a certain value that you plug into it. But the only way these things undo one another and we get back to what we started with is if the angles are between negative pi over 2 and positive pi over 2 to begin with. If not, there'll be some readjusting to get us back into these regions.